On his 14th birthday, Carl was abandoned by his family on an uninhabited island where giant dragons live. His family was trying to murder him. Carl was born into a family of dragon-slaying warriors. His mother had been cursed by the Holy Dragon King. The curse was hereditary, and Carl's ability to chant magic had been sealed since birth. However, he had taught himself the legendary non-chanting magic. His father and brother despised him for being a cursed child and didn't believe he could use non-chanting magic. The father deeply despised both Carl and his mother. He didn't want to touch their cursed bodies. After his mother's death, the family's attitude worsened. They believed the cursed child would bring misfortune. So on Carl's birthday, his brother, riding a flying dragon, threw Carl from the sky above Dragon Island. In midair, Carl hastily used basic wind magic, trying to slow his fall using the reactive force. Carl summoned a gale strong enough to flatten the forest. He was surprised by the power he hadn't expected from himself. It hurts. Carl landed safely, but he fell on top of a silver-haired little girl. The little girl was being chased by a giant dragon. Carl summoned countless wind blades to attack the giant dragon. The dragon reluctantly fell to the ground, and Carl saved the girl. Carl also fainted due to exhaustion. When Carl opened his eyes again, he was lying on the little girl's bed, cradled in her arms. The girl was wearing a light nightgown. Despite her youth, she had an air of maturity about her. Come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Altina, the Dark Dragon King. This is my secret hideout. The Dark Dragon King Altina was defeated in battle against the Holy Dragon King and was sealed in the form of a little girl. Altina took a great liking to Carl, although she was already 400 years old. Among the dragon race, this age was still considered that of a young girl. Altina prepared a meal for Carl to enjoy. Come on, let's celebrate your birthday together. Altina hugged Carl, and her attempt to act like an adult was very adorable. She liked Carl so much that she even wanted to bathe together with him. Carl asked Altina to teach him dragon magic. Carl's mother was constantly blamed for bringing a curse upon the dragon-slaying warrior family. She often apologized to Carl for this. Carl had always wanted to restore his mother's honor, which is why he taught himself non-chanting magic. He hoped that one day he could stand tall in front of his mother's grave and tell her, "You no longer need to apologize." Under Altina's guidance, Carl learned many magic spells. "You have to marry me in the future." "No, let's get married right now." And so, Carl and Altina's life together began. In the story that follows, will Carl be able to restore his mother's honor? Will he seek revenge against the family that abandoned and tried to murder him?